For my autistic ADHD people who have trouble on the social axis, I just made a video where, just really quickly before the bonus content, whatever you do, whatever option you choose, the one from the previous video or the one that I talk about or some other option that I want you to put in the comments, whatever you do, record your interactions. You have to have an instinct of doing an audio recording of your interactions. This way, there's no need to doubt. Right. I say don't, they're going to ask you to like adapt and show humility, and you're going to do that. And then you're going to learn that actually you can't adapt because they don't actually even know what's bothering them. And, you know, they don't know the sort of random little things that they do to seem, to seem harmless. So, you know, just, okay. But there's another option, which is the option that we kind of often get forced into. And it's the option that we sort of fall into as we're trying to learn humanese and don't have a teacher because no one, it's like trying to learn a language from someone who has no idea how their language functions. Like zero idea. I mean, if you speak another language and you learned a language in school, you probably have had experiences, right, where you like talk about some grammatical thing in the language that you've learned through grammar studies. And you're talking to someone who's a native speaker, and they either have no idea what you're talking about, or they straight up tell you incorrect things, and you're like, but that's not what you do. That's not like how you speak. It's one example, for instance, in French one time, somebody was conjugating an adverb as though it was an adjective. It was a mistake. It was incorrect. She was very upset when I didn't know that it was incorrect. So I asked, oh, okay, so you have to do the accord with that adverb. And she was like, oh, look, I don't know all that stuff, but yes, what I said was correct. Asked some other French people, it wasn't correct. Oh gosh, I have examples, but that's not the point. The point is that the other option is to delete yourself. Not actually like remove yourself from the world, but remove what makes you you. To just be as quiet and soft as possible, and you sort of avoid any risks. So here's some tips. Body language, go like this, right? Because especially if you're intelligent, if you're an intelligent person with Asperger's, and if you are even like this, you're gonna be setting off alarms. So I'm gonna go like this. If you're a guy, try doing this, okay? And then just, because it won't be, because you don't know when you're supposed to like ask something like as a question, when it's actually a statement, just ask everything as a question, okay? No, actually delete yourself. Just don't talk. Because I've tried that, and that doesn't really work. Also, it's exhausting. No, just delete yourself. Just do the same thing that women have had to do. I mean, if you're an autistic woman, what sucks is that you actually have a cool advantage, which is that your autism, I think, well, I don't really know what it's like to be a woman at all, let alone what it's like to be a woman with autism. I'm going to venture a guess in that autism and ADHD make it difficult to be a good little girl. And we don't want women to be good little girls, right? In this day and age, we are looking for women to be women, and to be able to express themselves and so on. And when you have ADHD or autism, it's a lot easier to just be natural, express yourself, and so on. And then, gosh, it must be really hard for autistic women, because autistic men can get away with some of our honesty or, not speaking humanese because we're men. Autistic women, oh my gosh. So anyway, autistic men do like neurotypical women. If you want to stay around people, and that's like important to you, then my advice would be to do like neurotypical women and just reduce yourself as much as possible. That wouldn't actually be my advice. My advice would be fuck people who make you speak humanese and don't know how to teach you humanese, and then who judge you for not speaking humanese, for messing up the grammar a little bit or something like that, even though the message is like clear, or they could have just, you know, not been so upset. But yeah, so there are your two options.